idea. As a matter of fact, you know what they do? They design, they build, and they launch. Tell me you heard it on Power 108.9, and don't forget to ask for the governor. What up, Nick?
In a world of petty and immature people, it's refreshing to hear a morning show that has sophisticated hosts such as Michael McFadden and Jay Nash. Don't believe me? Take a listen.
But shout out to our friends over there at Credit Building Professionals. What up, Credit Cred?
I tried to come with you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're
That's
welcome.
what she said.
Oh,
Hey.
Power 108.9, a station for the people.
Yo, looking for a new house? Then it's time for you to holler at our guy, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson of Loan Depot. Yo, it's your boy Michael McFadden of Mornings with Michael and Friends, and I tell you what, Alvin Jameson and the crew, they really do it all. First-time home buyers, refinances, investment properties, VA home loans too. Hit them up. It's very simple. AlvinJameson.com. Y'all know Alvin like the chipmunk, Jameson like that fine whiskey. You can also hit them up by mobile phone, 404-587-9033. Once again, 404-587-9033. Alvin Jameson, Loan Depot. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up,
Yes,
Alvin?
it's true.
Make yourself fool.
This man has no neck.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Now it's all about the laughs on Power 108.9 with Andy and Rick.
That's right, folks. It's Tuesday night here. It's 8 o'clock, and it's all about the laughs on Power 108.9. I'm Andy Gunnan. My co-host Rick Wayne is on the way. Got tied up in some traffic, but we're going to plow ahead until he gets here. Hey, we got a great show tonight. By the way, share the show if you don't mind. We're trying to get likes and shares. Trying to beat some of our records so far. We got a great show lined up. We got a couple topics. It's November. It's Thanksgiving. No drink November for me. We'll talk about no drink November. I'm 10 days into no drinking. That's right. Reattach my bicep. We'll talk about that as well. We also have comedian Rocky Dale Davis calling in. If you don't know who Rocky is, you will in a little bit. He's doing 6 shows here in Atlanta at the Punchline this weekend, Thursday through Sunday. It's like comedy is back again. That's a typical set run for a big headliner. Thursday night, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, and 1 show Sunday. If you didn't know, now you know about it. But we'll be talking to him because he was on our podcast before about how he wasn't working and now he's working in the transition. So we got a lot to cover. Hopefully Rick will be here. By the way, if you want to call in before or after Rocky, 678-383-2339. Hey, I think Rick's trying to call in. I think he's downstairs trying to get in the building. Because he doesn't have a card. Nobody does except for Michael. But anyways, hey, it's great to be back here. Just to let everybody know, I've got this brace thing on, if you can see it. I had to have surgery last Tuesday and reattach my bicep. Yes, reattach the bicep. I am not getting any younger, just getting older and falling more apart. Yeah, and here's what the thing about it is. I did it the most ridiculous way possible. It's always the stupid accidents that have the most effect on me or cost the most. I was moving a couch, literally picking up a couch that didn't weigh that much. It was a sectional me and my wife bought a couple weeks ago, and it's a little too big for the area, and we just needed to take one of the sections out, and I literally lifted the front up, and as I lifted the front up, I heard a crack, 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 and I knew exactly what happened because I've basically blown my right one in arm wrestling about 5 years ago. That was a whole different ball game. Yeah, there was drinking and arm wrestling and all kinds of weird stuff involved. But now I'm breaking stuff just moving couches, and of course she said, you know, I lifted the couch and didn't break my bicep. I was like, well, bless your heart. I tell you, I got the most supportive wife ever. I swear. But she has been taking good care of me. I will say that. She's been taking good care of me the last week. Things have been hard. I actually feel normal today, and that's kind of what led into the No Drink November, just so I could heal. I had to stop, you know, I couldn't have anything to drink before surgery. Surgery was last Tuesday, so I just said, you know what, the heck with it. I'm going to try to heal. Alcohol doesn't help anything heal except for, well, nothing. Broken heart. Yeah, broken heart and divorces, I guess. Depends on how you look at it. But So I decided, just no drink November all the way to the end, because I'm going to start having to do rehab. So I figured now's the best time to start losing weight because I gained about 8 pounds last week. 8 pounds after surgery. Can you believe that? Just sitting around eating my face off. Well, I couldn't eat the day of surgery, so I didn't eat that whole day. Came home feeling like crap. So then the whole next day, I literally was making another meal as I was eating a meal. I was just plowing through it, so it's not good. That's why I'm tempted to go now, no sugar, no carbs for the rest of the month, on top of no drink November. And people are freaking the heck out because, well, if you know me and know the Fat Thor Lockdown Challenge, all we do is cook and eat and just talk about, quarantine eating, which at some point we got to, slow it down and pump the brakes, which some people have. Of course, who was it that on the page? They said, oh, I've lost 21 pounds during quarantine. He immediately was rejected from the group, by the way. Just kidding. I don't send nobody away unless you make the wife mad. Make the wife mad, then she'll send you away. She's an admin on there as well. But hey, we got a great show. Again, it's November. It's Thanksgiving. Election's over, supposedly. But we're going to take a break here. We're going to come back. We're going to talk more about Thanksgiving, No Drink November, and Rocky Dell Davis here when we get Rick in the building, when we can get downstairs. So stick around. Power 108.9, all about the laughs. See you in 2.
Yo, it's Michael McFadden for our friends over at Credit Building Professionals. You know what they do? They help their clients achieve better credit. How? Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-offs, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Credit Craig? Question: who has an idea for a new app? Well, if you answer yes to that question, it's time for you to holler at our friends over at Apsketeers. Yo, it's Michael McFadden of Power 108.9, and the crew over at Apsketeers will take great care of you. Nick and the gang provides you with the all-in-one app development experience. We're talking design, UI, UX, coding, and a whole bunch more. And if you have no clue what that means, it's time for you to holler at Apsketeers. Check out the website, apsketeers.com. Now, we're talking full confidentiality, no hassle, no obligation. If you don't believe it, just call them. 833-APP-IDEA. That's 833-APP-IDEA. As a matter of fact, you know what they do? They design, they build, and they launch. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9, and don't forget to ask for the governor. What up, Nick?
In a world of petty and immature people, it's refreshing to hear a morning show that has sophisticated hosts such as Michael McFadden and Jay Nash. Don't believe me? Take a listen.
But shout out to our friends over there at Credit Building Professionals. What up, Credit Craig?
I tried to come with you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're
That's
welcome.
what she said. Ooh.
Oh,
Hey.
Power 108.9, a station for the people.
All right, we're back, folks. Andy Gunner here, Power 108.9, all about the laughs. Hey, guess who's in the building?
Hey, I showed up.
Rick showed up.
Yes, thank you, Atlanta traffic and rain, for
Yes.
delaying my presence. on
Yes,
Power
yes,
108.9.
yes, we do have some bad weather here in Georgia.
And all it has to do is rain, and then everybody forgets how to drive.
Well, that and
so.
the time change. Nobody knows how to drive at night still anymore. They have not
Yeah,
practiced
that's
their
true.
night driving. I've noticed that on the way up. People cannot drive at night.
I mean, I don't like driving when it's raining.
Right.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
I was sharing. I don't like driving when it's raining and it's dark already, but I
Right.
can do it. But it just seems like everybody else just has no clue of what they're
No,
doing.
they don't.
So.
They don't. They actually want to go 100 miles an hour, not let you over, or either just
Or just throw on the brakes.
immediately for no reason.
Yeah, and
It's
you
like,
don't want to throw on your brakes in
No,
front
not
of
when
me.
it's raining. No,
You know, well, I'll run you over. A deer hit me the other day.
a deer hit you.
Yeah, it
I've
hit
had that. I've had it.
I
happen
didn't hit the
before.
deer. The deer ran out and hit the side of my truck
I've
and went
had that.
bouncing off.
I've
yeah.
had that happen before.
So he may be tenderized right now. I don't know if he made it through or not. But I didn't even stop,
my
slow down. I just kept moving.
Hey, Sydney Buchanan, she was like, she says, what did November ever do to you? And November didn't do anything to me. It's just a matter of I broke myself and had to put myself back together. So That's why I'm not drinking in November. And again, like Rick was asking me, he's like, "Why did you drink in November?" I was like, "Look, I'd rather drink in December. There's more parties, cheerful holidays, things
Look
like
at
that."
how broke you're going. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
look at all this money I'm spending.
Yeah,
You know,
on surgery.
well, and Christmas, so it's
And
handed.
Christmas. Well, look, no, I'm not looking to spend a lot on Christmas here. I already kind of told the wife, like, look, let's just, we don't need anything. And realistically, I mean, of course, we'll do stuff for the kids and stuff like that.
Right.
But I was like, I don't need anything. We've got everything. And it's like, let's just not do the present.
We're having an imaginary Christmas at my house this year, so
Right.
dream big, kids.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Well, we got some other stuff. It's just like, why? I don't. We've been buying crap all quarantine.
Sure.
We've been buying crap every day.
You can just go rewrap some of that stuff,
Right.
and then just say, "Hey, look, it's a
She's-
Cuisinart."
And she still forgets what she orders. So I'm like, let's just stick it under the tree.
Right.
Wait a couple.
See, that's
of
what
weeks.
you should have done throughout quarantine: is
Right.
hide stuff,
Right.
and then just put it in a storage place, and then
No,
go
because
pick
then
it
she'll
up.
get mad and she'll go to her orders and go, "I didn't get this," and file a complaint like immediately. Like she
Yeah,
was
right.
complaining to FedEx this morning because we didn't get our iPhones because my iPhone was trying to get replaced today because it broke. It's a bunch of bullshit. Bunch of bullcrap.
just like your arm.
Just
Or-
like my arm, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just exactly like my arm.
That's probably why it went out. It was like the bionic arm of Andy Gunnan needed to be rebooted as his phone as well.
I have a feeling my whole body's slowly getting rebooted because I've had my right arm replaced.
You'll be a clone.
And I have my my left shoulder rebuilt. I've had my now left bicep. I've had my neck re-sewn together. I mean, everything.
See, when it's all said and done, they'll just put your head in a glass jar like on
Right.
Futurama. You won't even
Right.
need the body. You'll be
right,
like, I wasted all this
right,
money.
Exactly. I don't collect tattoos. I collect scars.
Right.
Literally, I have scars.
You could have tattoos explaining the scars.
I could. Eventually, my wife's like, "Why don't you get some cool tattoos around?" I'm like, "I don't
Wanna
really
know?
At 45, I don't really want to be starting tattoos."
Oh, I always said I want to get an all-over body tattoo of myself, just taller.
Right. So you had some shows this weekend before
I
because it
did.
was your birthday. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you so much.
It was Rick's birthday last weekend, and he went and did a couple of shows. One Thursday, one Friday.
Yeah, had one at Anchor Bar out in Kennesaw, and it was a great show out there. That was on my birthday, and not as packed as it was the previous time that I went out there to go check it out, but still a very good crowd. I would say 65 to 75 people.
Which is an excellent crowd.
But a
for
big
today.
room to put them in. So
Right.
so I would say roughly, maybe give or take that. And then went down to Tallahassee and did a show at the Junction in Monroe, and that was sold out. I headlined that show.
Right.
That was fantastic. Got treated VIP.
Right.
Loved it. The crowd was great.
Good.
Everybody's. Me and Christian Davis went down there, and then another local girl. I don't remember her name, and I'm sorry, but.
It's okay. I don't like to remember chicks' names.
Yeah,
I barely remember my wife's at
but
times.
that's why it just comes
I'm
to
kidding.
honey.
That's why I have nicknames.
I remember seeing like a cartoon in the paper one time, and it was the Lockhorns. Remember the Lockhorns, the married couple?
Oh my gosh, yes.
And
I read them on Sunday papers.
and he goes, "What's your name?" For years, I've just been calling you Dear, and I don't even remember what your first name is anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I do love that comic show. I still catch it on Sundays, and when it comes to the paper, man, it's probably I still think it's one of the best satirical comics out there.
Yeah.
Well, good. It's glad to hear that comedy's back, and that's kind of what we were going to talk about tonight. And then Rocky, I saw Rocky was doing some shows.
Right.
I called him, and he's going to call him. We're going to talk to him about the same thing.
That's
on his
fantastic.
view from
Doing shows right here in town.
Yeah,
correct?
right here in town. He's going to be in town all weekend, Thursday through Sunday at the Punchline.
Nice.
I don't know the Punchline. I tried to reach out to the Punchline to see if they've opened the rules up because they were doing shows here and there, only letting 50 people in. That was it, max, and you got to wear a mask and all that. I don't know if they've opened that up more or if it's still 50. Hopefully Rocky can fill us in because I wasn't able to figure that out. So hopefully the signs of the time that comedy's coming back, shows are coming back, because you just did shows.
Yeah, I've seen something I never seen before doing a show too.
Right.
For the COVID, they had these things where you could place your. They'd give you how when you go to like Applebee's or Fridays or whatever, and they give you the little thing, tell you when your table's ready.
Right.
It was like a little thing. It was almost about half the size of my phone, and you could, I guess, on your phone or whatever. I'm not sure how the ordering was done, but they'd give you one of these, and then they would let you know, and you could individually go to the bar to pick up your drinks and not stand in line.
Oh, really?
It was really cool, and it didn't affect people getting up or anything,
Right.
or lights flashing
Or
out in the
interrupting
crowd or
the show,
anything. But that was really cool. I liked how they did that. So people wasn't standing, shoulder to shoulder
Right.
to get a drink. They would let you know, and you go get your drink when it's ready after you put your order in.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. Well, Chili's has that whole thing at the table.
Right.
You can do, order that. So similar to that or better, more advanced than that.
I've never seen anything like that at a show since I've been doing shows during this. So it was really cool. To
Maybe
see
it's something new because of this.
Oh,
and
I
it's
think so.
It's a new
Absolutely.
beta.
Yeah.
So, hey, anything to help us keep doing shows and being able to produce shows and have shows is probably the number one thing on the list of every comic, every comedian right now.
Right.
Especially going in, to Christmas and into the New Year. And speaking of that, we have our special guest here on the line. So let me introduce. He's been on our podcast. He's been traveling all over. Last time he was on the podcast, he wasn't working, but he's been burning up the Southeast doing shows left and right. Welcome to the show, Rocky Dale Davis. Rocky, you there, brother?
What's up, man? How you guys doing?
What's up, Rocky?
Man, we're doing great. How about you, sir?
Man, just sitting here, trying to figure out what's going on. Thank y'all for having me on. I appreciate it. We got the punchline this weekend, just added it. And so I'm just excited to be back in Atlanta doing some shows. You know how it is right now, so just trying to do the best I can.
Right, and last time when you were on the podcast and we were talking, you really weren't doing anything. You were going to come to Alabama to try to do a special and kind of fire up the burner, so to speak. And so since then, you're now here in Atlanta doing a Thursday through Sunday showcase of 6 shows, and you've been doing other shows, right?
Yes, sir. We did some shows in Houston, I did a show in Houston. I've been doing a bunch of backyard shows. I've been performing in people's backyards, and I haven't been murdered yet, so that's a plus. Everyone, I perform at these people's houses, and they keep going. They go, "You can just stay at my house if you want to," and I'm like, "Well, I prefer to live, so I'm going to go just get a hotel." But thank you though.
Right.
But no, it's all the shows have been great, man. I've been doing backyard shows, and it got cold, so I did a couple shows around at some clubs. And then I had the punchline this weekend, Stardome next weekend,
Nice.
the full weekend there, and then I'm doing the comedy catch, and I'm trying to do Zanies again, and just trying to hit the places I know I've been to before, and try to get something going. Right now it's tough, but
Right.
I'm just trying to hit it. The backyard shows were great. I may do some more of those, and it warms back up. Honestly, I thought they were going to be so bad. I only did one that was bad.
Oh, really?
And the rest of them were amazing. Now the one that was bad, it was real bad.
Oh, was it?
it was real bad. I did like 10 backyard shows.
Yeah.
Every single one of them, it was like 30 to 50 people. It was at like super nice houses. I got paid. Everyone overpaid me. And then I did one for 8 people.
Hey.
Nice.
I did one for 8 people. And then as I'm performing, I realized the door in and out to
Yeah.
get inside and outside is directly beside me. So the entire show I do, people are just walking in and out. Random people are showing up. There's a dog barking. And I was like, well, I deserve this. There had to be one. There had to be one.
I had a show up in like Canton, Georgia, and that was how the room was set up. That the microphone and the PA was right there by the door, so people would be walking in having no idea what they're walking into. Is there a drill going on? There's a guy with a microphone barking orders.
Oh, it's the best. Like one show, I literally did a show at Chase Rice's house, the country singer.
Right.
I just randomly showed up and did a show in his mansion he has there, and then I randomly did another show where I was in Alabama, and I was at a farm, and when I was at this farm, and I was standing on a trailer, and there were goats and mini horses and cows roaming around while I'm telling jokes, and I was like, well, this is phenomenal. This is great.
Right.
This is, what have I done in my career? Oh, yeah, I've been on NBC and MTV and Comedy Central, but I'm performing right now in front of
With
a
livestock.
mini horse that has a show next weekend,
Well, you can
The mini
always
horse
find
has
something
done
to
more
chalk
shows
up.
than me.
You can always find something that will shock you to chalk up on a show that you've done. I did a show one time where I walked up and I had no idea it was a biker bar. Not that I was worried,
Yeah.
but I just had what I call the like the Blues Brothers effect, where it's like chicken wire. When you walk up, it's like, oh, so this is where we're performing tonight. Okay, I hope I'm good.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Oh, that's what's the best. That's what makes you. It's so funny because they always say like great shows make you or bad shows make you better. That's not true. They don't make you better. They just make you know. Here's the thing: a firefighter, he doesn't light fires more when he becomes a firefighter. He just knows how to deal with them.
Right.
And that's what doing bad show is. You just learn how to be like, oh, the building's on fire. I'm going to do this differently this time. Like, it's just like I show up to shows sometimes, and when they're bad, I'm like, all right, cool, this is going to be great because tonight's going to be miserable. It's going to be awful. And let's see how good I am. Can I make this awful show where people leave and go, that was not that bad?
Those are the best. Those are the best ones, especially,
They're by far the best, man. You do so many of those shows. Like, literally, that show with 8 people, and it had rained that day, so the grass was wet.
Oh,
and I told him, like, hey, we could just do it inside. He goes, well, I already put the chairs outside. I'm like, it's 8 chairs. You could just dude, that's a handful of, like, I mean, I used to go to church. When you would carry the carry the chairs in and out of the church, I could carry 25 at a time. I'll do this in one load, and we'll come inside.
I can set up a
And he had already
revival in 5
paid me.
minutes. I can set up a revival in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just pop that tent and go.
But now, and then I go from that. I'm doing the punchline, and now we're doing the punchline. They call me, and before I even answered, I go, hey, I'm like, whatever you want me to do, the answer's yes. The answer's yes.
That's what I was going to ask.
I don't care whatever it is.
They're like, remember that goat up in Iowa that you performed at that farm? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's why I called you, because I saw the shows pop up on and I was like, what the heck is this? Because the punchline really hasn't been doing a ton here in Atlanta.
No.
They've only done a couple of things here and there. And then when I saw you were doing a full Thursday through Sunday, I was like, holy shit, it's open. They're back. It's what's going on. That kind of thing. Because that's my home club.
We got 2 shows Friday, 3 shows Saturday, 1 show Sunday, and it's like we just announced it this week. I guess they had someone drop out or something. I don't care if it's 2 people a show there. I'm excited.
No doubt.
I'm excited that they're open doing shows, a full set Thursday through Sunday with somebody, so that I'm excited to see that. Because I'm definitely coming up to see one of the shows. I don't know which night. It's either going to be Thursday or Sunday or both. I don't know which one, but I'm coming.
Hey, dude, hey, bro, how about you just come to every show? That'd be great.
I will.
I just you could sit there. You don't have to look at me. You could, as long as I know there's a breathing person in the room, I'll be like, this is great.
He's over there on TikTok the whole set.
I'm excited to do a show with a roof over my head again. I'm pumped for that. I'm like, hey, you guys have lights?
You guys have lights and indoor electricity.
Right. No farm, no livestock.
But you're not the only one doing backyard shows. A lot of comics have stepped out there and doing backyard shows. So there's nothing. I mean, it's great. I'm like, if that's what people are doing to pay, I mean, heck, yeah, do anything and everything. I was going to do a cul-de-sac show in our neighborhood, and then I found out how to get a permit, and then we have a golf cart path that comes through, and I was like, well, I don't know how I can deal with golf carts driving through my set, so I just basically bailed out of it.
Rocky can deal with livestock, I'm sure.
We get it. You're rich, okay? You have a golf cart passage route. We get it, okay? Obviously, you have a radio show. We get it. You're rich, okay? You can't hide money, all right?
They don't pay me. I paid them to be on here.
I wish the golf cart would have came through my show. I just when 8 people and hit me. I wish it would have just grilled me, and I'd have been like, sorry, I can't finish the show.
Right.
But I will be suing.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I've been looking to sue. I've been getting I've been walking. I've been going to Walmart every day, just hoping somebody drops a piece of lettuce on the ground. I'm trying, like, a lot of people in comedy, they're really working on their social media. They're working on their, their jokes. They're trying to come back stronger than ever. I'm trying to fall on a broken piece of glass at Applebee's. I am trying my hardest. That's what I need for my career, to reset everything. I still haven't got unemployment. Shout out to the state of Nevada, no unemployment 9 months in.
That's still going on.
I'm looking to eat a roach at Logan Steakhouse. Please, somebody help me. Okay.
Somebody put a roach in the biscuits.
I just don't want to shop at the Dollar General any longer. I want to.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that Dollar General stuff is serious, man.
Dances. I don't know.
I hear you. I mean, I'm glad you're burning up the trails down here in the southeast. I mean, it's just you came down and now you filmed the special. Did I see that you're going to refilm your special again in Alabama, or did I miss something totally?
So we had one date. We had in September. We had a date, and then some COVID stuff happened. Some things changed,
Gotcha.
And that's just what the new world of comedy is. Is where
Right.
I like for example, I booked the punchline this week.
Right.
For this week, that's just what things are now. So we changed it to do to the November 19th. And then the Stardom had someone drop out, and he's like, "You just want to do the weekend?"
Mhm.
And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, of course." So
Right.
it worked out. Now we're going to have multiple shows to be able to film it. And so, if something happens on the 19th and things don't go good, I'll have some more time to film it. I think it really worked out. I mean, as bad as things are, for me in particular, it really worked out because now I get a week at the Punchline to run my set, and then I get a couple. Maybe I'm gonna film Thursday, but maybe I'm like, oh, okay, I need to change this, so I can change it Friday, or I can change it Saturday.
Right.
So or maybe one joke works on Sunday that didn't work on Thursday, so I can just edit it in. And this isn't some like high profile like thing. I'm just gonna film my set with 2 cameras and have good audio, and then I'm gonna take it and just sell it online to my fans because it's like that was my main thing. I was like, oh, I don't want to film it if I can't have a 4 camera crew, and I'm like, look, man, the people that support you, they don't really care about that. They just want to see something. So I'm gonna put good quality into it, put a bunch of effort into it, and just see what happens,
Yeah, no, that's the best thing to do, man. I think it's a great idea when you announced that and that you were coming to do that back in September, and unfortunately got put off.
You can't let I've kind of always done that where I'm like, oh, if I would have had these shoes, I would have ran 4 touchdowns this game. I'm like, dude, if I would have had this armband, I would have shot 30 shots. I'm like, dude, whatever, just shut up and do it. I've always made excuses on things. I'm like, look, if someone messages me and goes, hey, man, I donated $5 for your special, but the coloring wasn't great, that person doesn't like me anyway. That person doesn't like me, and I don't like them. So
yeah,
I don't
exactly.
care. If one person complains about it, I'll be like, cool, I don't care. Okay,
Thanks
you
for
didn't
watching.
buy it, you donate it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least you're putting stuff out there. You're working. You're at least doing something to give something to sell, so you're not just panhandling.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, what I love, though, is I had somebody comment and go, I would love to donate, but I don't have any money. And I'm like, dude, that's $1. You could donate $1 and get it. I'm like, you don't got $1? And I looked at his picture, and he was sitting there, and he was smoking cigarettes, drinking a beer. I'm like, that's $17 right there, dude. You're at a bar. I'm like, just skip one Miller Lite at a bar, and you could buy my session.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly. He's probably on an Apple iPhone 12 or something.
Right.
Oh, dude.
Brand new Tahoe.
We literally, me and Dustin did a show one time at the Comedy Cat, and we had these 2 people, and Dustin comes outside, and these people lose their minds. They lose their mind. And they're like, oh, my God, we're like the biggest fans of yours, Dustin. We're big. Oh, my God, we're such big fans. He goes, you guys excited for the show? He goes, man, we wanted to come, but we didn't have any money. And as they're saying that, there is 9 shot glasses in front of them and 2 buckets of beer that they had already drank.
We just spin it all.
And I'm like, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, this always happens, but I'm like, and they're literally at the place. And then one of the people let him in the show, and I'm like, no, do not let them in the show. Do not. They just spent $200 in drinks, sitting out here drinking, and they couldn't buy $40 in tickets.
Right. That's just ridiculous. But you see it. I've seen it. I've seen it for $10
and they all want to
shows.
come in too.
I've seen it for $10 shows, and I'm like, I just saw you next door spend $100 on a meal.
Right.
And like Rocky was saying, I was like, and you can't afford $10? Go down the road.
Sure.
I'll do this show for the 2 people that bought the tickets. 2 people that spent $10. I'll do whatever they want me to do, other than get naked. I charge more. I charge more.
I hate it.
I had a woman one time. I walked into a bar after I did a show, and she's like, "Oh, we didn't get a chance to get over there and see you." And I was like, "Oh, you missed it." I was like, "I just got off stage." Well, do your act again. And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna." I'm not going to walk into a bar and just start redoing my entire act for you. And she goes, well, my friend's going back to Florida tomorrow, and she's not going to be able to see you. And I was like, well, look at me up when I show up in Florida. How about that? I'm going to have a beer now. Thanks.
Dude, people are like, I hate like everyone that lives, but I don't hate everyone. I hate like I like 45 people that live. Everyone else is just the worst.
Yeah.
Like I had a lady the other day. I was at a restaurant, and she was sitting there. She was complaining they raised the price on something,
Right.
and it was like $1 difference. And I was like, lady, I'm like, you're the person I make fun of. Like,
Yeah.
I make a joke
Right.
that Applebee's raised the 2 for 20, the 2 for 22, and it's obviously a joke because it doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
But, like, this lady was, like, losing it. She goes, well, the porterhouse used to be 25, now it's 26. I'm like, dude, first off, okay, you're sitting here at Applebee's complaining about a steak, and this is not even a real steak. It's a pig they found out back.
Right.
okay?
Right.
It's two rats glued together. What do you
Two
call it?
rats glued
Like,
together.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys had an Applebee's sponsorship. Y'all just
No,
lost it.
no,
I'm
we
sorry,
didn't.
Applebee's.
No, we
I
have
love
we have
y'all's
zero
margaritas.
sponsors this
Y'all put
month.
Bud
We already
Light in.
lost. We lost them last month.
But we forge on, eating our.
We forge on Ritz crackers and trying to panhandle for money to keep this show going.
Right.
Yeah.
I will
That's why
entertain
I
for.
felt so weird. I felt so weird about doing shows in people's backyard because I was like, it's such a weird form of payment then because like when I get done, I'm just standing there like, all right, so this was great. This is awesome. You
You're
know?
like, this is awesome. I'm getting dressed now. So how do we do this?
Yeah.
Well, we made you a pallet.
I can stay here. I know I can stay here. Thank you, though. No, I don't want any. No, please don't make me a drink. Please don't make me a drink.
And you wake up the
And
next
then
morning. What was in that drink? Oh, damn! It made me stay here
Yeah.
after all.
And then I wake up. They go, I put an extra 100 in your pocket, and I'm like, oh, at least I wasn't awake. You know,
Right.
So.
Showbiz.
So bad. So everything obviously still minute by minute, week by week for you right now. Past the punchline, is that correct, or do you have some stuff getting further out there now that you're seeing? Because I'm hearing people
trying to
more
book. I'm trying to book December. I'm just trying. I mean, I'm hitting up clubs, and they're like, look, they go. We don't even know what's happening. They go, we can't really book someone for a weekend unless they can sell tickets. And they go during the week we don't know if we're booking shows like that far out in December unless
Right.
it's someone like so it's such a complicated
Right.
I mean I wish people understood that the what comedians are going through right now like
Right.
it's not even like getting back to work, it's like you can't even book work.
Right.
Like you don't know. I don't know, tomorrow we could shut down again tomorrow.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's this weird thing of where like and like I was telling y'all before, I was like, my jobs don't translate. It's not like I could just get like a different job. They're like, what is your resume? I'm like, well, I can really write a great one-liner. Like, they're like, okay. Well, you're at Home Depot, so can you lift wood? And I'm like, I don't like to work hard. That's kind of why I got into comedy. Also, no one better ever tell me something because that's why I got into comedy. I don't like bosses or authority. So it's like it's like just the worst time to try and figure things out. And then, like, that's why I've been excited the past 2 days. I've been like, oh, my God, I'm going to have 2 weekends of shows.
Right.
Oh, my, this is going to be great.
Right.
And, I'm talking to clubs, and they're like, hey, man, we don't know if anybody's going to, we're trying to sell tickets. And so, I'm like, dude, I don't care if it's 5 people.
Right.
Like, literally, when you watch my special, you're going to think that I, like, have made it. Because I'm just going to be so excited. I'm going to be like, oh, my God, there's people. You guys are here. You're breathing. I'm like, this is awesome. This is the best.
Right. No, you're exactly right. I had a buddy of mine who runs a golf course here on the south side, and he called and he said, hey, our corporate wants us to put an event together. Can you put together a comedy show? I said, of course. I said, by the way, I'm not going to do what I've done in the past and sell the tickets and keep all the ticket money. I'm not going to begin to try to play the door game. You're just going to have to write a check for this much money so I can get a headliner and a feature down here and just get it done. And he goes, ooh. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, we can only have like 20 people. I go, well, that's a you thing because I still got to pay people to show up. It's like these guys got to have gas money to get here an hour and a half away, depending on who I'm booking. And I was like, I don't know any other way to tell you, you're going to have to write the check. I'm not doing the door game anymore.
Yeah.
That's out the door.
And also, again, we get it. A dude that owns a golf course. I mean, dude, can you stop bragging this entire show?
He doesn't.
Like,
He's just a manager there. He's just a manager there. Okay.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. So I was talking to Tiger Woods the other day. We were talking about the show, and I was like, Tiger, you got to write the check here, Tiger. Come on, Tiger. Come on, some of that Nike money.
I wish
mean,
that
dude, like, I'm telling you, I'm poor right now, and you keep bragging about how rich you are.
No,
Like,
it's
what
not
are
me,
you gonna
bro.
tell me next? Your car cranks up the first time. I get it, dude. I get it. Okay. I have to get out and kick mine and spit on it twice.
All right.
No,
Dude,
it's
I'm
not
just
like
gonna
that.
love like when I'm like, because like I mean we can all pretty much agree. I will be very. I mean I was successful before quarantine. Well, like I'll make $1 million one day in comedy. Like I'll make $1 million like in a year.
Right.
I'll be doing very well. And people always talk about like you're gonna miss these times. I promise you I won't. I promise you. I will not miss 2020 at all.
Right.
This year will be erased from my memory. This will be like a bad event when I was a child. And then randomly, like one day, I'm going to be at the doctor's office when I'm 60, and they're going to say, you have 20/20 vision. I'm going to be like, oh, no, please don't take me back there.
No, I do not have 2019 vision, asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went blind for a year.
You're gonna miss those days when you start comedy when you're doing the open mics for no one. No, you don't. You don't miss those days. You say what I miss when I was making $3,000 a weekend and sitting outside and selling $1,000 in merch. I miss that. When was that? 6 months ago before quarantine. It was the best.
Nobody likes having those suicidal thoughts drive home after a show, you know.
Exactly.
Oh God. That's with my girlfriend one time. I remember the first time my girlfriend ever saw me after a bad show. And we got in the car and we left, and she was talking, and she's like, "Wait, what's wrong with you?" I go, "What are you telling me? What's wrong with me?" I was like, "Did you not watch my set?" She goes, "Yeah, you did good." She's like, "They're kind of a bad crowd," and I go, "No, I did bad." And she's like, "Wait, are you really upset that you did bad?" And I'm like, "Oh, am I really upset I did bad?" "Yes, I'm upset I did bad." I was like, I want to cry right now. She's like, "Wait," she's like, "This means this much to you?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Never talk to me again. Of course this means this much to me. This is my life." And my penguin joke about the penguin huffing my leg didn't work well. Yes, this means a lot to me.
Yes,
This
it
is
does.
so serious. You're not taking this serious.
Exactly. Well, hey, we got some folks on here that's saying, hey, when is the show? It's Saturday. I think we got 3 or 4 people coming already. So there's your 5.
Right?
That's all I need. We got 5. Yeah, we got 2 shows.
If they don't spend
Friday
$100 worth of
Friday
beer.
is 8 and 10, and then Saturday's 6, 8, and 10, and Sunday is 7. So anybody that wants to come out, please come out. It would mean a lot to me. I'm also going to be selling some merch there. And if you don't buy my merch, just don't test your brakes on the way home, okay? So,
Exactly. Rick and I'll be in the
Yeah.
parking lot cutting brake lines, folks, for
yeah,
Rocky.
yeah,
What-
I'm going to look in the crowd. And we're gonna
Is there a
be-
ticket
this
price to
Buckhead.
this, Rocky?
We're in Buckhead, Georgia, so there should be some wealthy people there. Probably some people that know some people that own a golf course and they have a golf cart path where they can't do a show in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
those people better be buying some T-shirts, okay? Because I know you guys are holding some money.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, we'll definitely keep promoting the show tonight and on our podcast this
Yeah,
week,
absolutely.
and definitely keep pumping because I'm definitely going to come up and catch either Thursday or Saturday or Sunday or maybe all week. I don't know. I'm going to check with the wife and see if I can get out all weekend.
Heck yeah, man.
But hey, man,
You're like, I'll ask my mom. I mean, my wife. I'm gonna ask my wife when I can come.
right? Well, hey, you know.
But babe, it's Rocky. I know Rocky. Did you do the dishes? Okay, I'll do them tomorrow.
I'll do them tomorrow.
Change the oil on the golf cart.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back, folks, here on Power 108.9, all about the laughs.
Question: who has an idea for a new app? Well, if you answer yes to that question, it's time for you to holler at our friends over at Appsketeers. Yo, it's Michael McFadden of Power 108.9 and the crew over at Appsketeers to take great care of you. Nick and the gang provides you with the all-in-one app development experience. We're talking design, UI, UX, coding, and a whole bunch more. And if you have no clue what that means, it's time for you to holler at Appsketeers. Check out the website, appsketeers.com. Now, we're talking full confidentiality, no hassle, no obligation. If you don't believe me, just call them. 833-APP-IDEA. That's 833-APP-IDEA. As a matter of fact, you know what they do? They design, they build, and they launch. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9, and don't forget to ask for the governor. What up, Nick?
In a world of petty and immature people, it's refreshing to hear a morning show that has sophisticated hosts such as Michael McFadden and Jay Nash. Don't believe me? Take a listen.
But shout out to our friends over there at Credit Building Professionals. What up, Credit Craig?
I tried to come with you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're
That's what
welcome.
she said.
Oh,
Hey. Power 108.9, a station for the people.
Hey, folks, we're back here on All About the Laughs on Power 108.9. I'm Andy Gunnan,
I'm Rick Wayne.
and we still have Rocky Dale Davis on the phone. Welcome back.
Gonna be at the Punchline all weekend. Go out there. You know, rooms are filling up slowly but surely. Bigger and better. Go out there and see Rocky Dale Davis this weekend at the Punchline.
Shows Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, and 1 Sunday. Did I miss one? Or 3 on Saturday? Did I miss one, Rocky?
Yeah, we got 3 on Saturday, 6, 8, and 10.
6, 8, and 10. 3 on Saturday.
Yeah,
so
we got 3 on Saturday. So
So-
if you can come out, and if you can't, if you just want to come up after the show and say you'll give me $25 to do the show in your car, I'll do that. I don't care at this point. I will. I don't care. I'll wear a mask in the car. I'll come to your house to do a show. My price, my asking price is anywhere between $25 and $1,000. So whatever you can find that fits your budget in there, I'll do it. Because right now, Daddy needs some money. Got to get a root canal. So please help me, okay?
you seriously got to get a root canal?
Dude, I'm getting one tomorrow.
Oh, all
Because
right.
my life, my life's going great. 2 root canals during quarantine, no unemployment, partial eviction.
Nice.
My life, honestly, it could not be going better right now, I'm hiding in a closet right now. There's some guy looking for me for a bet I made for the Alabama LSU game, and now that it's being postponed, I lost the money technically. So
Right.
this doesn't air in Tuscaloosa, right?
No.
No.
Well, yeah,
Well,
actually,
yeah, it
it
does.
does. It does. We're actually on. We're out there.
Hold on, we're getting a caller from Tuscaloosa. Hold on.
Yeah. Yes, I gotta go. Thank you guys so much. Money.
It's really weird. It surprises us even when people say, "Hey, I heard you," and I'm like, "Where?"
Guam?
I just love it just feels like it's like you guys. I don't even know if you guys should have had me on the show. It just feels like bad things happen when you're around me because I had 2 shows booked in Louisiana and the people were big fans in 2 different places in Louisiana. And when I hit them up to the show, they go, "Hey man, sorry, we just got hit by Hurricane Laura. This is back when it came."
Right.
And they go, our power's been knocked out. Our backyard is completely flooded. They go, "We can't do the show anymore." And I'm like, even God doesn't like my joke. I just don't understand. Can I catch a break? Can I catch one break? Like today I went to Starbucks and they accidentally gave me a butter croissant and I was like, look who's winning. I'm just killing it. I'm the luckiest guy of all time. Yeah, I got to get a root canal tomorrow. So
Nice.
I'm super pumped about that.
Nice.
That's going to be great. It's just, yeah, man, I cannot.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey, I
swear.
feel you, brother. I popped my bicep 2 Sundays ago moving a couch and just had it reattached last Tuesday. So I'm right there with you. I want to get out of 2020 because I'm hobbling out right now.
I've had no
Oh,
injuries
dude,
at all.
like this,
Knock wood.
it's just like it's this year. It's like 2021. People get talking about that's gonna be our year. I'm like, y'all said this last year, and 2020 has been awful.
Yeah, I think
I'm
they should
looking at
just say it's going to
2024.
be
I'm coming
a
back
year.
strong in 2024.
Right. It's gonna be-
2024 is my year.
Right, exactly. 2024 is my year. Hey, we typically do a question of the night. that Rick throws out there for everyone to answer on the Facebook and everywhere else we're broadcasting to. So, Rick, what's your question of the night?
My question this week is, what movie did they do a remake, reboot, whatever you want to call it with, that was actually better than the original movie that was made?
Oh, that's a good one. Rocky, what you got? You got anything on that?
That's a really good, and this is going to be controversial. This is going to stir up some arguments.
Good, we like that.
The Longest Yard, to me, The second one, I was a big fan of that movie. It was when I first moved to Atlanta, I had that movie on DVD, and I watched that and Step Brothers like every day because I didn't have any cable in Atlanta when I first got there.
Right.
And so the second version of The Longest Yard was phenomenal. I
loved it.
Yeah, that is a good one. Now that
Do you have one, Andy?
Let me think. I wouldn't even thought about The Longest Yard, but he was dead on that one. Let me think. Not off the top of my head right this second.
Mine was Total Recall.
Okay. Yep. I can see that. Yep.
Yeah, I watched the Arnold Schwarzenegger version the other night, and I found myself laughing more so of like the product placement in it.
Right.
And it was like they didn't even go, well, Pepsi will continue to use this logo well into the future, or Jack in the Box on the moon or on Mars was the other thing that I thought was very funny.
That's right.
So, and some of the
that's true.
effects were like almost Jim Henson like if you go back and watch it. And it only come out in 1990s, but watching the rebooted version or remake or whatever, it's far better than the original. I'm glad it had that to bounce off of. But going back and looking at it, there's one scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger is pulling this tracker out of his nose, and his face is like a rubber mask. It's the funniest thing, man. But so that's mine. Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Dude. I'll tell you another one. Spider-Man. So you had the first two Spider-Man, right?
Right.
And then you had the third one, which is now Tom Holland. The newest one is so much better because
I agree.
First off, in the first one with Tobey Maguire or Jerry Maguire or whatever his name is, he's like 97 in that movie. And he's playing a high schooler.
Right.
He's like the oldest person. I'm like, I don't believe it. And also he was never in great shape. Like the new guy like looks great. Like he looks like a kid. He acts like a kid. Like the Tobey Maguire guy was like 49. He was playing a high schooler. Like, hey kids, how are y'all doing?
Right.
What's the new lingo? And like the Spider-Man's like I hate when people talk about that because I'm like, dude, the newest one is by far the guy is so much better, and graphics have gotten better.
The scene in Spider-Man 2.
I'm like, it's not even real.
The scene in Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock was one. It's so funny to me because he's showing everybody he's going to unleash this power. So you got like 40 people literally standing 12 feet away from him, and then he's about to activate whatever it is, and he puts glasses on.
Right.
But the people behind him, I guess they're at the exact safe distance to be away from whatever is fixing to require him to wear, like, welding glasses.
They're at the COVID distance. COVID
but
distance.
for their eyes, it's just so funny.
I guess Superman, because even though Christopher Reeves and Superman was great when I was a kid, it's gotten much better, like you said, with CGI and all that stuff. It's the only thing I can think of.
Well, now, which Superman? The Henry Cavill? Or remember there was two different ones. I would say the Henry Cavill one.
I think, the Henry Cavill has to be it, pretty much.
Yeah.
That one in the middle was bad.
It was.
Middle. That guy was just. It's kind of like I kept saying a Spider-Man. The guy that played the Spider-Man in the middle, I never liked him.
Right.
I don't know.
Andrew Garfunkel or Garfield.
Someone has like when they talk
Garfield.
like they're American, but they have a different accent.
Right.
It always bothers me when I hear it. I cannot unhear it.
I always said that about The Walking Dead. You had all these English actors, and they're all supposed to portray like they're down here in the South. I wanted to see a reversed Walking Dead where it takes place in England, but all the actors are from the South, and they have to do these English accents because I was like, honey, you are not from the South. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know.
And I never saw a Waffle House or Chick-fil-A in Walking Dead ever.
Yeah,
that I used to have that joke. That used to be a joke about I had a long time ago. I'm like, The Walking Dead is not believable. I'm like, the zombies and all that makes sense. I'm like, but they've walked 900 miles in Georgia and they haven't seen one Waffle House.
Right. No
I'm like, I don't believe it. Because if they would have saw a Waffle House, it still would be open, okay?
Right.
It would be open.
Exactly.
Nothing. Everything would be fine. Like in Waffle House, they have two different doors of entry. It's the safest place in the country. The glass is bulletproof. Like that's where you go to hide out from zombies.
I've always said on Walking Dead, for all the walking they did, they should have just walked to Wyoming. You could see a clear blue mile away of them coming. So you just take all your ammo.
Yeah,
go
they're like, where should we go in this house?
Right.
In this old creepy house. Should we
Yeah,
look
let's
around
stay
first?
there.
No, let's look in 2 doors and stand in the middle of the room.
Right. Yeah, it's like
Hey, have you guys seen that Matt Damon movie? The Matt Damon one where he shrinks himself?
Oh
have y'all
my
seen that
gosh!
movie?
I tried to watch it. I had to turn it
I
off.
haven't seen this.
It drove me crazy. I think I fell asleep.
Okay, so if you haven't seen it, it's just a movie, and basically, I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, but it doesn't matter if I did. Basically, one part, there's like this Asian lady in the movie, right?
Right.
And so she was like an escape from like a prison or whatever, and she's in the movie, and so she's talking, and she is talking like it's like, oh, you'll think you'll not, like it is the most stereotypical accent. And I was like, wow, I've never heard an actual Asian person like speak like that. And then I was watching an interview with her, and that's not her real accent. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm like, because you always hear like the Southern ones where like when people don't have Southern accents, it's awful. They're like, well, hello, my mother and my father duly declare. And I'm
Right.
like,
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's like, what do you?
What do you do? Who have you met? Like, have y'all seen Yellowstone where the girl in there, Skeeter? She like talks like she's like a backwoods like Texas person. I'm like, dude, I've met like a lot of people in Texas. I've met Georgia. I've met South Carolina people. I've never heard anyone. She's like, well, yeah, you come here and talk, and I'm like, this is so bad. Like, it's like, dude, come to the South for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Come visit.
Come hang
Just
out.
visit. Yeah,
It's like that
we
movie
have
with-
accents, but we don't sound like Foghorn Leghorn.
Right. It's
you
like
know, it's
that
the
movie
worst.
Nell with Jodie Foster in
Oh
it.
my god.
And when she had like this sort of her own language.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh man, this is such a great movie. Liam Neeson and Jodie Foster. And I was like, I can't buy into that movie. And they're like, why? How could you not buy into the whole story of Nell? I was like, look at her teeth.
Yep.
They look great.
They look amazing.
Yeah, for some
Yeah.
woman who's been living out in the swamp or the woods of North Carolina or wherever. It's like, man, you don't have health care and your teeth come out looking like you got veneers, man.
That's so, you know what makes me mad though, like infuriates me, is like I have bad teeth, and because my mom had bad teeth, my dad had dentures by the time he was 17. Like I just have bad teeth, and like then I have a friend. I literally have a friend that does meth, and his teeth are phenomenal. And I'm like, what is going on? Like he has the best teeth. They're straight. They're white. That's probably because of the meth. It kind of whitens them, but it's like
It's
he has
the
best
whitening
teeth.
flavor meth.
Yeah, he brushes his teeth with like a broken piece of glass. I'm like, dude, like how? Why do your teeth look so good? And like I'm flossing every day. He's sitting over there drinking kerosene. I'm like, dude, what is going on?
Mountain
Like,
Dew.
Jolt, Mountain Dew, all at the same time.
Right. Eating Oreos
Hey.
by the fistful.
Right.
Do you know Morgan Wallen? You know Morgan Wallen, the country singer?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So if you don't know him, you can go look him up. He has like a mullet, and he's like a country dude with like a mullet, and like his facial hair doesn't grow in thick; it's kind of patchy. And this girl posted a picture the other day, and she goes, I wish I could find me a guy like this." And this girl commented and said, "You can at any gas station in Mississippi."
Yeah. Right.
It's like, oh, you're looking for a guy with a mullet and a patchy beard? Like, well, okay,
Yeah, he's
let me
at
grow
the-
my hair out then. Like,
He's
what
at
do
the
you want me to do?
Love's truck stop at the next exit. Huh?
Right.
At 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Shout out to Love. Shout out to Love. All right. Reliable bathrooms on the road. Shout out to Love. Shout out to Buc-ee's in Texas. They actually have really good bathrooms.
You are correct, sir. I do agree with you 100%. Loves and Buc-ee's.
Oh, that's a big thing, dude. Having a good
Yes.
that's very risky. Like having a good bathroom in someone that travels a lot. Like I only
I ain't
go to like
touching this.
Love or like if I'm in Texas, I go to Buc-ee's.
Yeah, no, you gotta have a clean bathroom when you're on the road all the time. When you're driving up and down. That's where I typically go, is either Love's or a Buc-ee's or something like that.
Right.
But
Yeah,
what?
there's a
Nothing.
Mm.
clean bathroom, and that day I had eaten Waffle House 3 times, and so I make it a dirty bathroom. But
And they got the shower
I'm the guy when
already.
you see the bathroom, you're like, this is awful. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just sign up for the shower while you're using the bathroom and then come out and go straight into the shower.
Remember back in the day, you had to ask for a
Well,
key
I'm
and it'd be
getting
attached to a
flip-flops
cinder
now because
block.
of you.
What's that? What'd you say, Rocky?
I said I'm gonna get some flip flops now because you just told me that. And now I'm like, well, I'm not barefoot in that shower no more.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not.
I
Ooh,
actually
that's
went
down.
into one of those Loves one time and the entire bathroom was flooded. a pipe burst somewhere, and it was like ankle deep. And they go, "Well, you can still go in there." I was like, "No, I'm not."
Come on, it's a
Yeah, they're
COVID
like, you're
stew.
good. You're great, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't even have boots on. And if I did have boots on, I'm not walking through that. I'll go walk through the woods and horse crap and cow crap,
Creek.
but I am not going to walk in that bathroom with 3 inches of water. Okay, not doing it.
Of trucker feet.
Dude, I went to Florida the other day. I went to Florida with a buddy of mine. They went down there, and they had a place to stay, so I went down for a day. And I went to a gas station. I went to a Waffle House. Now I put on my mask and everything. And I as I'm walking in, I walk in with a mask, and everybody's like staring at me, and I'm just like, "What's up?" No one's wearing masks, and there was like no mask thing on the door, and I'm like, "Wait, do y'all know? do y'all know? Like, do y'all have COVID here yet?" Like I'm asking, like it's like a new movie. I'm like, "Hey, do y'all have the COVID here or no? Do y'all know about
We
it?"
just put it on the
They're
menu
like,
this
"What's
morning."
COVID?" They're like, "We just had Total Recall, the new one come out." So
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know what you're talking about.
We just got this new thing called DVD players. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm on MySpace.
Blu-ray's the thing of the future.
Right. Dude out there with his Camaro with the CD just spinning in the rearview mirror. That's doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
That is the best. Oh, that is. Whatever happened to stuff hanging? It's hanging. I guess too many car wrecks, but like it's just like It used to be you would just see someone, they just have like a 50 cal just hanging in their window. They'd be
Right.
like, "America." You're like, "All right."
America.
You're missing your whole right side of your car, though, buddy.
Right. No, we just hang our cell phones from the windows now.
Or you see your
The
kid's
windshield.
kindergarten teacher with handcuffs hanging from a rear view, and you're like,
Whoa, she gets down.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
She gets down. But hey,
Dude,
go ahead, Rocky.
go ahead.
No, what you got?
My buddy the other day, I was sitting with him, and he goes, "Dude, I hate the way people brag so much." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "People think like having a baby is a big deal." And I was like, "Where is this coming from? What are you talking about?" He goes, "Well, the baby on board, like all those signs, everyone's like, I have a baby."
Yeah.
Like, they're like, "Don't hit me." I'm like, "Nah, man, it's for like if a car wreck happens, or if something happens with the car, it's telling people that a baby is in the car to get the baby out."
Right.
And he goes, "Oh." And I was like, "Wait, you thought everyone was just going around for years bragging they had a kid?"
Don't
He was
hit
like,
me.
"Yeah." And I was
Precious
like,
cargo.
Yeah, my wife said the same. She goes, all these baby on boards. I go, I know, it just makes you want to hit the car that much more, doesn't it? But hey, it's been a great show, man. We're winding this thing down. Hey, Rocky, tell everybody again, you're at the Punchline and all your show times and everything one more time
Ticket
before we get out of here.
prices.
Yeah, so we got the Punchline this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday we have 8 and 10, Saturday 6, 8 and 10, and Sunday we have 7 p.m. It would mean a lot if you came out, so please come out, get tickets at punchline.com, or go to my Facebook or Instagram or website. All of them are the same. It's Rocky Dale Davis, and I got ticket links up there for each individual show. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Rocky. It's been great, man. We'll see you this weekend. I'm definitely going to come out. Don't know which night. Probably Thursday and Sunday. Maybe
Whatever his wife says.
Whatever my wife tells me I can do. Then that's when I'll do. So, But, hey, we're winding this up. Anything that you got left, Rick, coming up? Anything? Nothing?
Nothing. I've got some stuff probably coming up in December, but too early to talk about.
Too
that
early
right
to talk about. But, hey, check us out again. Thursday, we've got our podcast show.
Fat Thor podcast.
Fat Thor podcast. And then the rest of the weekend, we'll be kicking around
We have
town.
a weird guest too on that, so
Yeah.
we've been doing a whole lot of really strange ones on.
Yeah,
the
we
Fat
got an
Thor,
exorcist
so.
coming on the show Thursday, I believe. So still got to work some details out. But we want to thank you for joining us here on Power 108.9 and All About the Laughs. We're here every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. We've got one more show here in November. We're going to put together a really spectacular
End of the year Christmas show.
Christmas show. Well, hopefully COVID-free and more comedy shows to announce. You never know.
Hey, the possibilities are unlimited here on
Unlimited.
All About the Laughs
Exactly.
on Power 108.9.
But hey, share the show, folks. We love having you. Thank you for everybody that tuned in, watched. Share the show. Come out and see Rocky this weekend.
Punchline.
Thursday through Sunday. He's got 6 shows. You ain't got no excuses. We'll see you there. Until next time, I'm Andy Gunham.
I'm Rick Wayne.
It's All About the Laughs on Power 108.9. See ya!